Hello, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's Sunday night, it's time for my live. I'm gonna give it a minute for everybody to jump on. I hope you had a marvelous weekend. It was absolutely beautiful here in California in the 70s, low 70s today and yesterday, and just perfect. Hi, Marcia, it's 7 o'clock on the dot, so we're gonna get started. I wonder if everybody's out for St. Patrick's Day right now. Up, here comes some numbers. Hello, Roseanne. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see your name. Okay, well, it's 7 o'clock, so I'm going to get started. I am continuing on using the Everyday Details bundle. It's in the mini catalog, and I've used it a couple of times already. So I just wanted to continue showing you some ideas. Marcia's asking how my mom is. Well, Marcia, thank you for asking. She is okay. She is okay. We know she will never get well, right? Hey, Roz. But she's doing the best she can do and still sleeping a lot. So that's all I can say about that. But thank you very much for thinking of her. She could use prayers, as we all could. Yeah. Hi, Stephanie. Okay, so back to Everyday Details bundle. It's such a cute bundle, and I've been hearing some very positive feedback about my primitive style with this set. The different idea, everybody liked the Mary Englebreit type of style. Hi, Debbie. So, yes, he is, Marcia. Hi, Bev. So I'm going to continue on with that. I have another idea. I have actually more than just this idea, but I wanted to share this adorable card with you. I hope you like it as much as I do. Hello, Diane. Okay, let's turn down and let's do my housekeeping and tell you who won the cards from my pop-up and then my live last week. Hello, Bonnie. So let's turn you down and do that. Flip the camera around and flip it backwards so it's correct. Thank you for the prayers, everybody. You know, Alzheimer's, I was talking to my daughter, Heather. Alzheimer's dementia is just a cruel, cruel disease. And probably all of you know someone that has it or knew someone that had it. And the best we can do is live in their reality and keep them feeling safe and comfortable, right? So every day, that's what I try to do for my mom, and bless her heart. All right, let's get started. If you're new here, my name is Beverlee Morales, and I live in Tracy, California. I have a host code for you. If you decide to order with me, that would be great. And here is the host code for March. You can shop with me at beverleystamps.stampinup.net. And you can also steer your friends to YouTube, or if you'd like to watch the replays on YouTube, I will upload them every Monday morning, and you can watch this live on replay on YouTube. If you have any questions or you need to send me your address, here is my email, and that's where I'll see your message the fastest. If you message me or send it any other way, I might not see it for a while, if at all. So please email me anything that you want me to see for sure, okay? Thank you very much for that. All right, so here's the card I made last week. Thank you, Roz. You guys are also awesome. I just love this card. I think it's very sweet and very cute. And one of you won this one. Let's see who did. Hi, Carol. Welcome back. Karen Kirschner. Karen, my friend in Texas. She wins quite a bit. This card will be sent to her tomorrow. Congratulations, Karen. And then on my pop-up, I wanted to show you this darn cute bow that I came up with. So I did a pop-up and I showed you a different type of flower you could make with the same bundle. And we have a winner for this one too. Hi, Karen. There she is. She's here now. And who won this one? My friend, Diane Haynes. Diane is also watching today. Woohoo! Congratulations, Diane. This one will go out to you in the morning as well. I have both your address. They're both my customers, so I have them in my Stampin' Up! History, and I have their addresses there. All right, so back to this adorable bundle. Everyday Details. I still have to use these images because they're beautiful, and I haven't yet because I'm stuck on this Mary Englebreit thing, and these ideas just keep popping in my head, and I want to share them all with you. And but here is the bundle, and if you recognize the dies, if all the names I see here have been watching all my lives, and so I know you saw this. You know, there's more of the dies in here, but here's the ones I'm using tonight. And I try to always marry my the bundle I'm focusing on with other things that I know you may have. And I talked to all of you way back when these were new. They're called the Alphabet a la Mode dies. I absolutely love them, and I married this card up with these dies. Okay, so let's see. The code on these, 160750, in case you need those. After you see this, you might just need them. There it is, right there. Okay. Since this is the same style and you've seen me cut everything out, I want to focus on the main part of the card, and then all the pieces have been cut out already using these dies, but I want to show you what dies I used. I used the big circle, and I did that twice. I used the large rectangle, and I just did that once, and I used this circle, the one that I tell you is my favorite, a zillion times. I made all my leaves and flowers like I've shown you how to do with that. Then I used the zigzag, as I call it, twice, and this smaller rectangle once, and this smaller rectangle once. Okay, so that's what I used as far as the dies. And then the colors I use still are Real Red, Granny Apple Green, Crumb Cake, and Early Espresso. Okay, so the same things, and so if you have all of these, you can make all of these cards. Now the card base is a regular 8.5 by 5.5, scored and okay, just lost my word for this, burnished. And then I'm going to turn it this way so it opens at the top. Hi, Melody, welcome. And let me show you the card so when I start making it, you can follow along and see how it's coming. Are you ready? Oh gosh, I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I've been pumping it up, so if you don't love it, I'm like, okay, well, that was a bummer. All right, here we go. Look at this little flower pot full of Mary Englebreit happy flowers that says, overjoyed for you on this new journey. Or it could say happy birthday, or it could say happy Mother's Day, or it could say whatever you want it to say. It's just this big bouquet of the Mary Englebreit, as I call them, flowers. And yes, it does fit in the flower pot. Oh, I'm so glad. I saw some hearts, I think. Love, love, love. Oh my gosh, how adorable. So stinking cute. Yay! Now that's not all. Look what happens. It stands up because we want this adorable card to be able to stand up. Whoever you send it to can stand that right up, and they can look right at this. And guess what else? Of course, it fits in an envelope, right? And that part's really easy because you can just push it down and then put it in the envelope. This is a clear envelope, but you can use a crumb cake envelope if you still have some of those, or you can use a vanilla or a white. And you can just pull these flowers up a little bit more after you get them in the envelope. So they're the exact size of the envelope, and it will get sent off in the mail. Isn't that cute? I just love it. Now look at the detail on this darling little card. The holes in these dies lent themselves to me to stitch. Yes, that's a little bit of work. It takes about 4 or 5 minutes to stitch this, but the holes are such a good size. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too, Florence. The holes are such a good size that you can take our linen thread and a needle that has a good size eye in there and thread it very easily. I will show you with another die how easily you can stitch. You just make a knot at the end of I doubled it, of your linen thread, and you can just go in and out very quickly. Again, this is something I do when I'm watching one of my favorite programs, and then before I know it, it's all done. So see how easy that is and how cute it is. And this is crumb cake on crumb cake, but if you do a colored baker's twine, super cute, super, super cute. Okay, so there's that. Let me show you how to make this adorable card, and let's stand this up here so you can see it as I make it. Okay, so the fun thing is it's a regular card, just like I said, folded in half and burnished with the top open, because this is going to be the top part of your, the opening of your flower pot. Okay, so let's get our paper trimmer and let's cut the open area, the open side. Let's cut that at 2 3/4. So I have the open side of the card at 2 3/4. I need to do it. Let me see. 2 3/4. I need to do it this way. Okay, let me explain myself. If I would have cut it at 2 3/4 with the open part like I was saying, I would have had this little strip left. So you have to turn it this way. Glad I caught my mistake. And the fold is on the 2 3/4, okay? So the fold is on the 2 3/4. The open end is on your right. Okay. So I'm gonna just cut this shorter. And if you're thinking to yourself, which I would be as well, can you make a card portrait style and have a different shaped pot? So a deeper, taller pot? Yes, you can. You surely can. Okay, so here is going to be our flower pot. See the size there? Okay, now we've got to get this angle. So how do we do that? I'm going to bring this flower pot over to my 1-inch mark. The open end here is on the 1-inch mark, and I'm going to take my, not my cutting blade, but my scoring blade, the lighter gray. Make sure I'm on the 1 inch. And you could use a pencil for this, but I don't want to have to erase or a pen. I just want to be able to see my little mark there. And then a 1 inch, turn it over and go to 1 inch again and make another little mark. Okay, so probably on camera you can't see those little marks, but if you were in person, you could see them. Now you're going to take the little mark you just made and put it in the cutting channel, and the tip top, the open part of the card, in the channel. Okay, so let me concentrate to make sure I get that straight. And now we're going back to the cutting blade, and we're cutting this at an angle like that. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on this side. Let me find my little 1 inch mark. There it is. And the tip of the flower pot. Hi, Deborah. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Carol. Now you're going to want to push hard on your cutting blade because you're going through 2 pieces of paper. And there is your flower pot. Okay, now we're going to take, I took this die and I laid it on a piece of espresso cardstock and ran it through, and then I put it over here and ran it through. And now all I'm going to do is put it on my paper trimmer and cut these apart. So I want 2 of these. So easy, yay! Diane loves easy. So here we go. And if we look at the flower pot, we see that I trimmed the top with these. So we're gonna lay this here, and there's our flower pot. Okay, so on these both, I like to do the back side as well. So I'm turning these over, and because there are spaces in between all the diamonds, I'm going to put glue in those spaces. And that's going to hold it down. I probably didn't need to go all the way to the end. I just thought of that because it's longer than the actual pot. So let's just do it here as well. Wherever you have enough space to add glue, just add some glue there. Okay. Almost done. Okay. Let me get my silicone mat. And take my flower pot and just lay this right up against the ledge like that. Turn it over. And do the same with the second one. Can't have an ugly back. That is one of my famous lines. You cannot have an ugly back. You know, if this is sitting on somebody's desk, we want it to look cute from the back as well, right? All right, so now we're going to take our paper snips and we're just going to cut along the flower pot, just like that, okay? That should be easy as well. And that's all there is to that. All right, now we've got the smaller rectangle also in Early Espresso. But before I do that, I'm going to take a blending brush because I want to show you the difference. I am not a sponger. Everybody knows that. I am not a sponger. It is rare that I sponge. But on flower pots, I like the grunge there. And so see the difference? You can have it without any sponging or you can sponge. On this card, I like the sponging. So I'm just going to ink up a blending brush, start off my paper, and come over and do the edges so they're dark, and then go up towards the middle so it is lighter as I go towards the middle, and it gives it a really nice shadow. I like that look there. Let's do that one more time. Also very simple. And it just makes your pot look so pretty. Either side can be the front. They're both nice, so it doesn't matter. And this is Early Espresso ink with a blending brush. Now I can take this piece, and I already ran the letters through the die cut machine because you guys have seen me do that before. But like I said, if you're new here and I have already cut things out and you want to know how that happens, you're not familiar with something, please let me know that and I will be happy to show you. I do not want you to leave here confused. I'm trying to find the backs of these. They're so pretty on both sides. Okay, there we go. Let's see this B here. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to try to be very careful with my glue. That's why my silicone mat is down. These a la mode dies are narrow, so you have to be careful, or you could use the adhesive back paper if you want to do that. That makes them like a sticker. But right now I'm just using the glue. And I am doing all the letters with the glue at the same time, because you guys know it's much easier to let this glue start to set up and then place your items down. They don't slide around on you when you let it set up. Okay, so now we're going to take the good side of the rectangle, and I'm going to take the B, and I'm going to place it right on the edge of the rectangle. The straight edge of the B on the straight edge of the rectangle. Hi, Gina. Hi, Pam. Okay, now, if you want to get things even, the next thing you should do, hey, where's my other O? I thought I cut it. Oh, there it is. I knew I cut it out. And where did it go? Okay, so if you want to make sure everything's even, this guy loves me and won't let go. Look at that. Okay, you want to take your M or your last letter. You might not be spelling bloom. And you want to place those two letters on both ends so you can fill in the middle and have everything, hi Wanda, even. And if you get it down and it's still not even, they're tacky, so you can pick them back up and move them. That's what's so amazing about this liquid glue here, multi-purpose. See that? By putting the B and the M on there first, everything is nice and even, that easy. And I use the word bloom just because that's another Mary Englebreit thing, bloom where you were planted, and you know, just she has a lot of flowers, and she uses a lot of images with blooming flowers, so that's why I did this on here, and it's a flower pot. Now I'm going to put 5 dimensionals on the back, pick off the paper backing on the adhesive dimensionals, and just set this down. Now I need my grid paper lines to keep myself straight. And then set that down. Okay. Now, the circles. I said I had 2 circles, and I just showed you how easy it was to stitch any of these dies, right? So I did that in advance on this circle, and this is for our pretty back. So let's open up the card and see the pretty stitching, which is about halfway. Hi, Marie. A little bit more than halfway over the whole circle there. Okay, so that is ready to go. And now I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to add a little bit of my liquid glue on the very edge of my flower pot, both sides. And that will keep it closed. Of course, you do not want to glue the top shut. That's so your circle, once this is dry, can go right in there. Okay, so let's concentrate on our little pull-out. This is the one we're going to decorate. Here is the smallest rectangle in the die set. And we said, overjoyed for your new overjoyed for you in this new journey. Taking my Memento black ink, inking this up. I'm going to stamp this and have it ready for my card. Test it on my scrap paper. And then stamp it on my rectangle. Okay, that's ready. Now I'm going to take some more Granny Apple Green and my paper trimmer, and I showed you this my last little live, but I put the end of the cardstock on this first little area past the channel of the cutter, and it's lifted a little bit. There's lifted lines, there's 4 of them. It's the first one after the channel, and then I just cut, and it's about, I would say, 1/8 of an inch or so for the stems of my flowers. And then I don't need them this long. I'm going to make more just in case. Don't need them that long, so I'll cut them in half. So what I did was I took my circle. Now see, this is why I put a backing on. I don't want to see the backing of the stitching and the knots. So see how much cleaner that is when you do it that way? But that's just me. Some people it doesn't bother at all. So let's take our stems, and I'm going to place one there and cut, and then another one here and cut, and another one here. So I'm just doing 3 stems. You can do as many as you'd like. And that's pretty darn simple, don't you think? Hi, Margaret. All right, so let's put them down in order. Same thing. Lines of glue. And this is going to go in the center. Oops. Okay. So at an angle, down the center, and at an angle. Then I'm going to take my little words, add 3 dimensionals on them. You guys are awful quiet. Did you have a good weekend? Did you have corned beef and cabbage? I did. Ken made the most delicious corned beef and cabbage, and guess what? I have never, hi Cheryl, I have never had it before. Yep, never had it before. Can you believe that? My daughter couldn't believe it. And I said, yeah, I've never, Ken said he didn't like it. Hi Charlene, because, hi Patty, it was always just boiled in a big pot with all these vegetables and stuff. Well, he had a special recipe, and he put it in the slow cooker for like 9 hours. And then he put potatoes, carrots, cabbage, and I don't know what else in the oven and roasted it. And then at the end, put it together. It was delicious. I really, really liked it. I was surprised. I didn't know I was going to enjoy it that much. So now you're going to lay your flowers onto your stems. And then, Beverlee, did you not cut up enough of those? Oh, maybe they're together still? No? Oh, yeah, they are. Duh. Okay. I thought I cut enough of these. Oh, you made the best you've ever made today? Oh, okay, I'm one short. Okay, well, we'll just deal with it. And I've got all my leaves right here. Okay, so let's put these down with glue. So I'm going to start with the middle one. Got off track. And it's going to go off above the circle a little bit. This one is. And these are going to go off the sides a little bit. thought I cut a whole bunch of these. And I am going to need one more red because it's going to look lopsided if I don't. Yep. Get back here. Okay, then I'm going to put my leaves on here. And I taught you how to make large leaves and small leaves, right? You just put your circle on there farther in to make them bigger and closer to make them smaller. So whatever you like. I did a bunch of different sizes. Okay. Ooh, that's a big one. Let's put it over here. They're all going to look different. All right, so let's put this guy here. So I'm going to put the glue on the front because it's going to stick to the back of the circle. And then I'm going to take these leaves and put glue on the front. Stick them there. And then a bigger one, put glue on the front and stick it here. But see, that's where I need another red one. I thought I cut one, so let me take this little guy. It's the stitched little circle, and do that real quick because I need one more. It will just take a second. There we go. Okay, and glue on the front, and then set it down in there. All right, now I'm going to take these little embellishments that I shared with you the last time, and this time I think I'm going to change and use, where's my, take your pick tool. I think I'm going to use these little daisies. Let me use the little ones. Let's see if this side works better. Come here, little guy. There you go. And just place them. Well, I placed them on the three that are in front. But on this one, I use the yellow hearts, so that's the difference. Okay. Okay, this should be dry now. So let's put it in. See how everything's working. Okay, and then this is when I take my envelope and I make sure that it's not too tall, that you can push it in far enough. Okay, so there's that, but we're not done because we have that back to cover up. See that? I don't like to see that. So I'm just going to add glue on the back of another circle. And then I'm going to match this up and press. While this is drying, how cute. While this is drying, I'm going to show you how to make the back stand up. So it's 1.5, yes, okay, I'll make sure. So it's this rectangle here, this is the biggest one. Cut that out. Then you're gonna need your paper trimmer again, and you're gonna need your scoring blade, and you're gonna put the end at 1.5, right like that, and you're gonna score. Then you're gonna turn it around and put the other end at 1.5, and you're gonna score. Okay, you've got these two score lines like that. Just bend them in. Then we're gonna burnish. Bend this one in and burnish. And then on the back side, we have this nice little triangle that's flat. And we're just going to add glue there. Let that set up a second. This is the one that's finished. Let me put this one back. And then this flower pot needs its stand. And so I'm going to put the end of the stand at the just a little bit up from the end of the pot. So let me show you just a little bit. If you put it all the way down, it stands up really, really straight. And so you want it to have a little bit of a lean. And I'm going to take my bone folder and press. And then I'm going to test it out and make sure it's standing up the way I want it to stand. Hi, Marcia. Okay, now this should be dry. This is almost dry. And we can just open up our flower pot and stick our circle right in there. And one of you are gonna, if you're back, well, no, you don't have to be back. If you commented, left a heart, anything, your name showing on this live, your name will, somebody will be randomly picked to win this at the next live. Now, right over here on this one, I have a little bit of baker's twine. And this time I will make a double bow, because I remember last week I didn't make a double bow and it was like, oh, what? So I'm just taking, thank you, Bev. I'm just taking some more of the same linen thread, and rather than putting it through the holes with the needle and stuff, I'm just tying a bow, a double bow though. Get it the way, the size you want. Then on this leg has a loop, so you need to snip that off. And then I would just take a little mini glue dot instead of threading it through that hole right there. That's just a little bit more work. I mean, you could do that and it would be on there very solid, but this little mini glue dot, I usually use 2, but I'm going to use 1 on this card right here. And then you can trim as much as you need to trim on the little legs there. Be gone. There you go. So what do you guys think? You guys think it's cute? I think it's absolutely adorable. I'll leave one laying down and one standing up. But at this point, let me see. Where did I? Yeah, here you are. At this point, I like to put the whole little, the bunch that I have together, so you can see how cute these dies, along with the Alamo alphabet dies, and the stamp set had the sentiment in it. Right here, overjoyed for you in this journey. And you this is the sentiment from the same set. You can just go on. And then this one, you make every day a little brighter. That so reminded me of Mary Englebreit, because everything of hers is so bright. Mary Englebreit, right? All right, ladies, thank you for being here. I hope you had a good St. Patty's Day. Be safe. Hi, Rose. And we will see you next time. Here you go. Backside's beautiful too. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.